All right, it's the MotogawaMusic Entertainment Show right here. That's right, it's August 6th, and we got in the studio. I'm talking about the Chief Ragga, JAMIN WONG. The Chief Ragga, JAMIN WONG from AIKANE. What's up? Yo, what's going on?
How are you guys?
Hey,
thank you for having me.
all right.
Guys out.
All right, right on. Thanks for coming down to the studio. We appreciate you coming down and everything like that. And first of all, I want to say congratulations, Big C, congratulations, because you guys won the Big H. You know what I'm saying? The Hoku. Woo!
I know. It's been a long time coming. It was our first one, you know, to everyone's surprise.
Oh,
but,
okay.
It's a special one, you know, and you know, for my dad and those who came before us, Papa Wongi and Uncle Russell, who is with us now, and also Nolan Ha'o, you know, Walter Tavares, Uncle Dicky, and John Mauga. So the originators, and then of course my father, Papa Wongi, who is playing on the album, the steel guitar and bass. So
nice,
special win for us, and we want to say congratulations to everybody who was in the category with us. The Green,
right on.
Damon Williams, Brother Ryan, and DNA Muse. Tough category, man. You know what I'm saying? So
sweet. For all the people that don't know, JAMIN, what is the category that you won for? In case the listeners,
Reggae Album of the Year.
Reggae Album of the Year.
Reggae Album
nice.
of the Year. Yes,
all right.
Nice.
Wow, congratulations. That's a big achievement and everything like that. And I saw the pictures on the social media, and you guys was looking sharp. Now I noticed something on.
Right here, look.
I noticed something on your. Yeah, that's cool, man. I noticed something on your hat. What's that? Chief Ragga, CR.
I'm a fan of Chris Rock. Now you know my brother runs his company, Nozzles and Needles, and we own sweatshop right inside the Halle over here, where we can do hats and do shirts and stuff like that. So my brother does all the printing. I told him, like, this is the night before, you know, make me a cool hat that, you know, nobody gonna have, you know.
Yeah.
So he put it together for me. So thank you, brother Luke.
Oh, looks embroidered and everything. Beautiful. Wow.
Yeah, so embroidered
awesome.
in. It's the only hat, so I might auction them off one day.
Hey, give a shout out to your brothers of business, man. You're on the radio.
I gotta shout out the band first of all. You know, Isaiah. Gotta shout out Joby Wong. Big up to Patrick Tenyu from the group UB40. He did all the horn.
Sweet
on the album. Big up to Damon Williams. We recorded all the music in Hilo in his studio. And big up to Abe Ka'ai Hue. He did a lot of the harmonies on the album. So yeah, a lot of people was involved that made it a successful album. And I wish I said that at the podium, bro. I swear, as soon as I got to the mic, it was the first time I forgot everything that I wanted to say. But you know, one of the main, and of course the main, is my mom. You know, Josanne Wong. She's a big part of the success of AIKANE. She's been there from the beginning. So, you know, without her, a lot of this wouldn't be possible as well. You know, she's an exec producer on the album, and also got a big up Frank Raposa. Frank Raposa did the artwork.
Sweet.
Album, so. See, it's all coming to me now, but I had time to let it sink in.
Hey, but now we got it on an interview. We got hundreds of thousands of people going to be listening to this. And at the same time, we're going to be, not only that, we're going to be putting it on podcasts forever. So it's going to be on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts. It's going to be on Spotify and all that for people to hear, you know, forever, basically.
You know,
yeah, man.
I haven't done an interview in so long, you know.
Hey, so let's talk about the first song. You gave me a bunch of songs, some excellent songs. They're all great that I heard. But the first one I want to feature on our show is called Heavenly. Tell me a little bit about Heavenly, because, you know, every great song has a great story behind that. Tell me about that one.
Isaiah wrote that song, and I co-wrote with him. But pretty much, basically, he sent me the song, the idea, and he had that chorus, you know, love ya. That part was the chorus.
Right.
It just felt like, and the song was like 2 minutes 30 seconds long, and I was like, bro, we need 2 more minutes of the song. So as I was listening to the song, Heavenly, and that's like, but that's the song I'm trying to push on the radio. It's Heavenly.
Cool.
I love that song.
Okay.
So
shoots.
You know, I was listening to what he was singing about because his wife, you know, his angel, the angel of his, right? So I just really insert that little chorus in before, so we get like a double chorus going on where we hook you in twice.
Oh, double hook.
That's what I love about the song, because you know, Heavenly, the girl of my dreams, right? He's then make me wanna boom, and then go into the other part, you know, like on B section. But I call them the double chorus, or like the double hooks, where it's like once the thing get in you, it's singable. You can sing along with him. But I love that song, and yeah, he wrote that for his wife. And big up, Isaiah. Good song, bro. Good song. Thank you for letting me co-write with you, bro.
All right. Hey, I tell you what, without no further ado, because I know all our listeners are like, man, I want to hear that song. What's going on? Hey, Hoku Winners Reggae Album of the Year. This is going to be the first track that we're going to be doing on the MotogawaMusic Entertainment Show. Check it out. Something called Heavenly by AIKANE. Run it.
Yes.
That was Heavenly by AIKANE, and we are in the interview with my man JAMIN Wong. And JAMIN, I don't know if you knew this, my brother, but we actually was working in the same label at one time, Neil's Productions.
No, I know, bro. Right when you came on the camera, I was like, bro, I know that guy. I remember meeting you, bro. Wow, that guy. How you, man?
I was working with Doug Smith and and Sharon Sanchez was working on some projects over there. At the same time, I think Justin was doing his thing, and Reality was doing their thing. Was all the family over there.
Also,
good to have a reunion.
Daryl Vance Carter too. Remember Daryl Vance Carter too as well. Rest in peace, Daryl.
Yeah, rest in peace, Daryl. Man, good brother.
Yeah.
Such a good brother, man.
Doug Smith, the Commodores.
Yeah.
It's funny meeting Doug Smith for the first time, bro. Because when I went into the garage in Daryl's house, he was on the piano, and everybody's telling me that's a Commodores, and I sat next to him. I was like, you ain't no Commodore. He went right into easy. Bring, ding. But I was like, whoa. We became good friends.
In fact, I just talked to Doug recently, actually. Doug said hello to you as well.
All right on, man. Hello, Doug. Let's get together, make some music. I've been practicing.
Hey, let's talk about the fact that the pandemic actually, it's a big issue. It's a big subject. The pandemic actually, sometimes people made less, sometimes people made more music. In your case, it looks like you guys made more music, right? Is that what happened?
We have our own studio here, Top Wong Studios, and during the pandemic, it was like, a blessing in disguise in a way, because I was just stuck at home in the studio, making music, but learning the craft of like mixing and mastering and all that. So it's like a year of doing that. But since the music was down, I did go take a job right up the road. Here's the first job that came my way, and it was actually working at the Kona Transit, right over here station. Where everybody bring the Opala. I just took the job because that's all I really had, and it was a real humbling experience. And big up all those people that do those kind of work, doing the laboring and all that kind of stuff. That's where I come from, the laboring kind of type work. But just doing that for the whole year, definitely making me appreciate when the music started coming back again. You know what I mean? It's like,
wow,
start saving your money this time. You know what I'm saying?
Which brings me to the fact that you were super lucky and continue. Speaking of super lucky, that's the next track that I want to go ahead and bust out for all of our listeners right there. Why don't you tell me about the story of how Super Lucky came to be, my friend?
Oh man, I love that song. My dad, he used to have all these binders with Hawaiian music in it, right? Binders of the old school style, right? You get the lyrics, the Hawaiian lyrics, all the meanings. And, as I'm flipping through the pages, he had this napkin with that first verse on the napkin. So I'm like asking my dad, what is this for? He had that thing since he was like 18 years old when he wrote it for my mom as a little poem. So one day during, the process of making an album, I'm in the garage going through the chord structure for Grease Lightning. Go
Grease Lightning. Yeah, I love that song.
Wait. But the other song, Summer Lovin'.
Oh, Summer Lovin'.
Right?
Summer Lovin'.
The chord progression goes dun. Yeah, so I was just messing around with that. And then my dad came around and gave me the napkin, and I was like, put it to the song, whatever you're trying to do, and you know that's how the thing grew. And my brother came in, put his 2 cents in. So the song was really about my mom.
Wow.
Right? That he was writing to her, that he's super lucky, and he wanted me to sing the song, so I ended up singing the song. But yeah, he wrote that song, and you know, my dad wrote an award-winning song.
Nice. So, super lucky. Hey, let's go ahead and play that one. How about we play this one right here for you guys? All right. Once again, another hot track from AIKANE's new album. Check it out. So they're called Super Lucky on the MotogawaMusic Entertainment Show. Let's go.
Bet your bottom dollar you make me wanna holler.
Once again, that was Super Lucky from AIKANE. Oh, man, we just got more fire music coming out for you right here on the interview. In case you're just joining us, we're in an interview with the Chief RAGGA, JAMIN WONG. He's definitely an iconic person here in Hawaii in the music field right here. No doubt. Yeah, and looking sharp with his CR hat. One of a kind. We're going to start the bidding at $1 million, ladies and gentlemen. $1 million. Do I hear two? $2 million. $2 million from the lady in the pink. Woo! Yeah, all right.
That'll make my day.
Al, you got a question for the Chief RAGGA?
I was saying that maybe Will Smith want to buy it off.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna stay 6 feet away just in case. Just in case. 6 feet away.
Get your finger on my. Okay. Anyway, that's another interview altogether, ladies and gentlemen. Right on. What is the next question I have for you is so you guys just got off a performance with AIKANE, one of my favorite groups. That definitely one of my favorite groups and everything. So you guys performed with AIKANE before? Is that what happened?
How I met Kella and Makapu and the boys was a long time ago. This is a great story too, because it's the first time I actually got back into the music scene after AIKANE took his first break. I was like about 19 years old, and I moved back to Honolulu, Palolo Valley. And then one day I was jogging on 10th Avenue, and then Troy Fernandez, who used to live right up the road by Dinosaur Mountain.
Troy.
He came rolling in his van from Calcreta Boys, and I was jogging, and he was going alongside me, and he was like, "Hey, what you doing today?" I was like, "I just moved back. This is a true story." I go, "I just moved back, bro." He was like, "Hey, jump in a van." Jump in. We went down 10th Avenue, and he was like, "You ever heard of AIKANE?" I says, "No." He puts in the song, and it's Kella singing Down in the Valley with Jesse's ukulele. And I heard this angel's voice, and I was like, "Whoa." Then they go, "What about these guys?" He slipped in Typical Hawaiians. And then this Taz Vegas from Typical Hawaiians playing crazy on the ukulele. And I'm listening to the tracks. And he looks at me and go, "So how much?" And I'm like, "How much for?" They go, "How much for drum on these tracks?" And that's how I got back into it. He took me down to Kahala Studio, where I met Dave Tusserone. And Dave produced these albums. And then sat in there, and we worked it out in the studio, all the intros of the drum fills and how we gonna approach both songs, and that's how I met both bands, was by Troy Fernandez. Big up, Troy. Yeah, that was that.
Oh yeah, big up to Troy Fernandez.
Wait a minute. So you're the drummer for all these songs?
Yeah, I drummed on Down in the Valley and another song on that album.
No way.
And then I drum in on
we used to cover that song.
Yeah, I love that song. And I always, every time I talk to Kella, big up AIKANE. And we get on a show coming up August 27th, KB Extreme. Yeah. And we get on a show on August 14th in Las Vegas as well.
No doubt.
This month. I always tell Kella, I'm thankful to the Typical Hawaiians and to AIKANE and Kella guys for bringing me back out on the scene. And then from there, I started doing my solo albums. That's where I met Doug Smith, and I did Burning.
Is that your first instrument, Chief RAGGA? Jamin, is that your first instrument, drums?
Ukulele is my first.
Oh, ukulele is your first.
So yeah. Yeah, I started playing ukulele from when I couldn't remember, because my dad, he's a Hawaiian musician and always had the string instruments around. So ukulele, but how I got into drums is my uncle Elton McKay, who was Kapena's original drummer. That was one of my dad's best friends. Rest in peace. Guy McKay too. I learned from him. But when I was about 5, between 5 and 8 years old before we made the move to the Big Island. He used to come down to the valley and visit my dad, and he had his white drum set. And because I wasn't that good on the ukulele, and if you want to sit in the circle with the kupunas, you better know your stuff, right? Or you get scoldings back in the day. So nobody played the drums but my Uncle Elton, and that's why I was like, you know what? I'm gonna try to play something that nobody else play in my family. And
something else.
Ended up gravitating towards the drums. So I always wanted to be a drummer, but I never really excelled until I got into band at Calicut school. Until I got into that.
So just what other tracks have you played on for drums and all these other different instruments that you seem to be very well versed with? Just out of curiosity, because this is getting really interesting for me.
I played
just a couple, like 5, 6.
I'm doing half of the Typical Hawaiians album, the crazy album, and BB Sean doing the other half on that album.
Wow.
Okay.
I did a lot of drum programming for a lot of people too, as well as like live drums. But man,
did you drum on the crazy for Typical Hawaiians?
Yeah.
Whoa,
wow.
Oh my God.
Cool.
That's a complicated drum beat right there.
I remember looking at the boys. It's the first time I'm meeting them now, so young guns at these guys, and I've been in the game, just a little bit longer. But these guys, they're all talented. But I'm looking at them like, we need an intro. And boom, the thing just came to me. Wow.
Wow.
They didn't catch them so fast. And then it was like magic.
Nice.
Yeah, and then.
So you the guy.
You the guy.
One of the guys.
Wow. Because we used to cover down in the valley back in the day, man. Like,
oh yeah.
I tried to emulate your drumming.
Alex is a drummer. Alex is a drummer. Jamin, just FYI.
Just FYI.
Next time,
right on.
Man. We'll set up the drums on a podcast.
Drum circle, let's go.
And my brother Joby, my younger brother Joby, he came to every single AIKANE concert, the first Hawaiian jams, all that. And he used to sit right next to me. So he was watching me, my style, and now he drummed for us. And
nice.
He plays in the lineup.
Sweet.
Yeah, he's a Tahitian drummer, so he's like, he can hold on fast pace and keep it tight for long. And I'm like, slow down. You know what I mean? Because he plays Tahitian drums, so like he's on point. My brother's an excellent drummer, so yeah, good to have somebody behind me that knows exactly what I need as a lead singer.
That's cool.
Yeah, so
right on.
Yeah, it's a family affair.
Right on.
Did you bring this track too on the album?
And the other song I did, I called it was "Keep Me Safe from Harm." Yeah, I still playing on that one too. Yeah, I'm on that one too.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Nice.
Oh, sweet. Well, I'll tell you what. Let's go ahead and let's talk about this third track right here. AIKANE, man, it's on fire. We got another track for you guys right here. Something called "Wheels on Fire." Speaking of fire, all about telling me the story behind making this song.
Oh, wow. Wow. Okay. So the music, the original music, I did before AIKANE even thought about getting back together. I was in a situation with Natural Vibrations, my brother Wayne, and I was with brother Shane and Jehua. When they was transitioning, they had contracts that was still, pending in the mainland. So he wanted to fulfill, and brother Wayne hit me up, and I ended up with Natural Vibrations on like 4 tours. Wow. So we were supposed to go in and do an album, a new Natty Vibes album. And I live on a big island, so I would go in before them, and I was putting this track together, this rhythm that you hear for Wheels on Fire. Just the rhythm, because that's the only song I'm actually drumming on.
Okay.
That's the only song I'm drumming on the album. Yeah.
Cool.
Oh, got it.
Yeah.
I even asked my brother, hey, we can scrub the drums, bro. Rather you play them. And he was like, no, bro. Let's just leave the drums. He even play percussions, and that was real humble of him, because I really wanted him to play the song. Yeah. But anyway. Never happened because the boys couldn't make them to Hilo, so I had the track, and the track was just sitting for like over 2 years. And then when we went in, we needed one more song. I told Damon, bring out that track. The rhythm came up, and kind of the rhythm came up, everybody took a lunch break. I went outside, sit on the patio, and then I seen a white owl inside the distance. I promise. And then I just started writing about George Helm. I started writing about George Helm. The song is about George Helm because if you look at the word helm in a dictionary, that's the wheel. And at the time, because the song is about Kaho'olawe, right? And the bombing and how Hawaiians stood up for us and actually went stop the bombing, you know? And I've heard, and being in the music industry, I've met a lot of people that told me stories, you know, that if I connect all the dots, I kind of want to get my own truth of what really went happen. That's why, you know, the wheels on fire, they got the hitman for hire. Here come the vampire, they do whatever the desire. The bombs are dropping, the whole world is watching. We got to stop them. Kaho'olawe. So, I wanted to write. When I write, I don't like to be blatant too much. Sometimes I like them deeper out of kauna. So I never like say his name. I just wanted to say, look to the helm. You know, let's move forward this whole way with this ship that he's guiding, that he started Aloha Aina. So George Helm is one of my heroes, man. I love George Helm. I love his music and how he used to sing, but more so his message, and then, you know, it inspired me for Write Wheels on Fire. And then Isaiah, this was like we introducing him to the whole AIKANE band as one of our lead singers, because he's coming in to fill the shoes of his dad, Walter Tavares, you know, who we all know get on condition with his brain, which prevents him from singing anymore. So the son step in, and it's like chicken skin to me, because when I look to my left, it's like I'm looking at Walter, and I've been playing with Walter for like 20 years. So it's like, wow. And it's like on rejuvenation, real chicken skin stuff. So I wanted to introduce him. So if you listen to the song, I went sing all the way almost halfway, and then he just didn't jump in the last verses. So so he wrote his own part. So if you listen to the words,
kind of like a cameo.
A cameo.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, exactly. So the first verse is the wheels on fire. The second verse is the wheels are turning. You know, the wheels are turning. The whole world is burning. Well, you know, and then, you know, and there's 3 parts to the story, and it evolves as we move through, Because one of my other heroes is Uncle Skippy Ioane, who's a frontliner, and he the one told me, we can talk about, you can talk about Kaho'olawe, but you don't like stay stuck over there. We gotta move forward, because there's other challenges, right? Like the TNT and all that. There's other challenges. So he's like, make a point, but try move them through. So instead of just the wheels on fire, it's like the table's turning. Now, you know, now we over here, and let's make let's find a better way for deal with whatever situations arise in the future for us. But you know.
All right. Well, I'll tell you what. Let's go ahead and get this song going on the air right now, ladies and gentlemen, because the wheels are on fire. It's MotogawaMusic Entertainment Show. Once again, another hot track from AIKANE's new release, something called Wheels on Fire on the MotogawaMusic Entertainment Show. Yeah. All right, we're back. Once again, we're going to be back with the interview with JAMIN WONG in a little while, but first, let's get some sponsors going on. What's going on with the sponsors? Hey, run the commercials. Run it. Right on, we're back. MotogawaMusic Entertainment Show. You got the boys Freelance Motogawa, and I got in the studio once again, stopping in. Man, he went ahead and bought an Inter-Island ticket, came to the studio, and he is in here. I'm talking about JAMIN WONG, the Chief RAGGA. Once again, in case you guys don't know, they won Hoku Reggae Album of the Year. Yeah. All right. What's up, brother?
Very grateful to Hara, and they guided me through the process. It was pretty smooth, the whole Nahoku process. And, you know, congratulations to all the nominees, everybody. It was a beautiful event. Thank you, Auntie Janet Maduli. Thank you, Amy.
Oh, Maduli.
Thank you. Maduli. Thank you, Kalena, and, you know, everybody who was very helpful through the whole process of, you know, submitting the music and make sure that we're always on time and making the deadlines. And I met a lot of great people. Shout out to Uncle Freddie Von Perez. I was sitting right next to him.
Oh, and, Mr. Freddie.
Right
Veteran
right
there. Yeah. Freddie VP.
Freddie VP for sure. But
you know what's so cool is that you're naming a lot of the people that we play on our radio show. We play Stacey Kool-Aid, we play Freddie VP, you know. And I saw you on social media taking pictures with all these people too. Burger was there, and it was very cool.
Shout out
John Berger. John Berger's the man right there.
He is, man.
But man, I tell you what, we're gonna go and make this next track the track that is the title track right here,
right?
And it's called Back on the Porch. There's got to be a meaning behind that one.
Oh yeah, deep meaning, because the very first AIKANE album is On the Back Porch. Right?
Oh,
that was the Slacky album in 1983, featuring Nolan Ha'o. And
okay.
You know, I gotta give all my love and energy and mana and credit to Uncle Russell Mauga, because it was his grandmother that gave the name AIKANE, which means to make friends. And it was him coming back is how we went steamroll and started getting it moving again was through him. And he gave me my first ukulele. So
right.
From that album, On the Back Porch, so when my dad was like, hey, let's get back together, boom, right in my mind, it was like automatic, Back on the Porch. I started writing the song. Yeah.
Nice.
And you know what's crazy about that song? I promise. You know what's crazy about that song is on YouTube, because I started off rapping, right?
Yeah.
The first thing I ever did was pick up the mic and start rhyming with my friend Mike Hong, rest in peace, my best friend. And yeah,
right.
My boy James and my brother Luke and my brother Mark. So we was rappers from like 3rd grade, right? We had on crew. So every time, even now in this era on YouTube, I'm always listening to instrumentals. So one day I was listening to this jazz instrumental, and the beat was boom, cap, 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 boom, cap, cap. But it was like a New Orleans.
Yeah.
And that's how I wrote the song, to that instrumental.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, and
yeah, it has a really good groove. I like the groove of that song.
And the song basically is saying that you know, it's on family song, yeah. Like when you return home and you're in that comfortable place, which is usually the porch that you sit on, looking out at the sunset, you know, over Hualalai. And that song is about that, and like, you know, reminiscing. But the best thing about that song to me is the steel guitar that my dad had put in there. I love the horn work. I love the horn work that Patrick Tenue did, and just the vibe of the whole thing. Yeah, get on island vibe, like on ska, not as fast, but still get on nice reggae feel. And that rap at the end, was added like right before we pressed the album. Never have that part.
Wow.
I was trying to tribute my dad on his bass line now, because he already, my dad already in passed, right? Rest in peace, Pops. But he already in passed, so he never see the fruition of the CD, but he heard the album.
Yeah.
So one day I'm like, I'm extending the song. If you look, it's a little longer. I'm gonna extend them, and I had my brother and him killing on the bass and drum. Then one day I was freestyling to my friend Alex, who was in the studio with me, and I was like, Palolo Valley, where it all began. Manana Kana, Yopio, Manandikawa, they used to jam with bukumeles, with ukuleles in hand. Every June with Auntie Jonelle, Uncle Buddy in the blue van. All the cousins cruising, singing along. AIKANE on the radio, bringing it strong. And then he was like, bro, what are you? I was like, I was freestyling. And he was like, bro, you gotta add that. You see, you gotta add that. So I refined what I did, and I wrote them, and you know, it's a special dedication to my daughter, Shaylin Kaniakama Wong. If you look in the second verse, I'm talking about Angel's Wings and my daughter, who unfortunately her life got taken by cancer, She had esophageal.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
So she has an album out too, and I want everybody watching this podcast to go check her out. It's Shade Eye Roots, SHAYDE, Shade Eye Roots. My older daughter.
Send me some of her stuff. I'll be happy to put it on air on a future show.
And you know, and that right there in itself is an interesting story too, because I've been doing this for so long, since I was about 12 years old. I'm 47 now, you know, and my daughter was the reason why I kept going. Was my older daughter, right? Yeah, so as soon as we finished her album, then we got that news. But in that same week, you know, I was finding out I was having one son. You know? And it was like on roller coaster ride, but I needed that for continue, because that was my older daughter, right? She was perishing, and I was like, oh my God, like, how you gonna continue, and how you gonna keep singing and playing music? And then my son, and then my second daughter, Melanie, and she's 14 now, but yeah, my 2 kids is like just kept me going. But my daughter Shade Eye Roots, excellent singer. She get 1 album, 10 songs. It's on YouTube, and you know anybody can check her out. And love to my son Chiefson and Melanie. Back on the porch.
Right on, back on the porch. Here we go. MotogawaMusic Entertainment Show, busting it out on the show right here. Like, oh yeah, you can listen to it worldwide at HawaiiStream.fm as well for all you people that want to, you know, got relatives and friends on the other parts of the world. Yeah, check it out on the MotogawaMusic Entertainment Show. Back on the porch, because AIKANE is definitely back on the porch. Let's go.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that was back on the porch right there, and that was the title cut for AIKANE. Once again, we have had a great honor and privilege to have Chief RAGGA, JAMIN WONG, who's actually a veteran in many different respects of instrumental, as well as instruments, as well as rapping and RAGGA and so much more. Man, you do everything, brother.
Renaissance RAGGA.
Renaissance RAGGA. Hey, you want to give any shout outs to your friends, family, co-workers, anybody?
Oh man, there's a lot of people to thank on this long journey that I've been on. I love it. I ain't stopping. I love to make music, and yeah, shout outs to my brothers, Joby, Kawi, Luke, you know, my mom, Josanne, the AIKANE crew, everybody from the big island, but every island. And Kailo Kona, where I come from, you know, and down to Palolo Valley, all the way up to Miloli'i, even down to Ni'ihau. You know, we get family, and we all Ohana, and you know, everybody, shout out. Mahalo for holding down AIKANE music. This is actually coming on our 40th anniversary from when the name started. I've been in the band 35 years, and it's a blessing. And everybody come out, Las Vegas. We're going to be killing them on August 14th with Ekolu, Michael G, Haleamano, and then don't forget about the star-studded legendary act that's going to be in Kona with Kapena on August 27th, Ekolu, Opihi Pickers, Ka'u, and us. So you guys come check that out too as well.
And what's the venue? What's the venue going to be at?
What's the venue going to be?
What's the venue in Vegas?
Venue is Stone. I know the first word is Stony. I promise. That's like Stony Country something.
Okay, all right, no worries, all good. I'm sure they can check it out on social media, right?
Go to my page. Go to my page.
Yeah. And what's your page? Go ahead and shout out your page, brother.
Oh, well, my Facebook page. Go to my Instagram, Chief RAGGA. And, yeah, check out my YouTube channel, Big Island Bling, or AIKANE, or Chief RAGGA Music. And, yeah, my Spotify is lit right now. I just dropped 50 singles during the pandemic. 50.
Damn.
50 new songs, all different types, different styles. I was busy. But you know what? And like, I gotta say this because now I feel like at the podium for the Hokus right now.
Yeah, go ahead.
Kind of forget about the new members of AIKANE that been longtime friends, but now they're taking the reins and helping AIKANE get to the next level. Brother Sole, Alan Gibbon, Brother Gibbs, Josh Timmons, Jenny, Duncan, you know, our horn section, bass player, and our keyboard player. And yeah, I love you guys. Let's get in the studio. We're gonna do this new album. We got a new song already out called La'au. And yeah, we're just gonna continue making music. And we thank you, bro. You guys don't want to keep us going. Without you guys, no more us. So thank you, Freelance. Thank you, Alex.
Right on.
Love you guys.
Hey,
bro.
thank you very much, bro. Right on. Thank you very much for stopping in the studio, and we appreciate you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, bro.
Once again, thank you very much for stopping in the studio. We do appreciate you, and looking forward to what AIKANE is going to do next.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Chief RAGGA, big up Freelance, brother Alex. One love. Tough Wong Studios. Yo. Say MotogawaMusic. Watch where the RAGGA send me, tell me can't lose it. Fire it around because me start fear run it. Chief in the dance because me start off the bonnet. This is the new style coming from the big island. Chief in the dance hall, yo me start whiling. Yo Pacific you be coming through. Yo I got a pen, that's why I'm voting for BJ Penn. Oh, nah.